Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode number 11 of our Pokemon Yellow Randomized Nuzlocke. I'm feeling good today. I'm not exactly sure why, but I don't know. It's just sort of an uplifting day. The past few days have been pretty good, and I'm ready to go through this and not lose any Pokemon. Yes! If it happens. Anyway, we are on our way towards Bill's cottage here on Route 25 to find out, what kind of rare Pokemon are in his Pokedex or his computer, because I think that's going to randomize as well. It might still just be the Eevee and its evolutions, but we'll see what happens when we get there. And then from this point, we're going to head down towards... technically Saffron City, but we're going to pass on into Vermilion City. Vermilion City. That's the name of the town now, Anyway, currently our team is looking like a level 18 Magikarp is in the lead. Good old Gary here. Just 2 levels away from evolution into Gyarados. Only needs 217 till level 19, which is nice. And Tackle and Splash, of course, is the quote moveset. It's not really that much. Anyway, Guar is next. Our level 18 Mankey, caught outside of Cerulean City, with Low Kick, Karate Chop, Scratch, and Leer. Next we have Jiggles the Wigglytuff, caught on route number 3 outside Mount Moon. Double Slap, Sing, Defense Curl, and Disable. I had to stop and catch myself. Wait, I said the wrong attack, but I just said them out of order. But anyway, if I can get him some TMs, that'd be kind of good at some point, because he doesn't really have that much for offensiveness. But someone who is kind of offensive is Buster, our level 22 Ghastly, with a special of 53. I should teach you stuff like Thunderbolt and all that. Actually, once we beat the 3rd gym, we get Thunderbolt. But I want to talk a little bit about the gyms and the idea that I have in mind. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But we got Lick, Confuse Ray, Nightshade on Ghastly. Blaze, our Charizard, is next. Also with a special of 53, I think that's what Buster just had, Ember, Scratch, Growl, and Leer, and our newest addition, well, to the active team, there's currently someone sitting in the PC right now as well, but we have Medusa the Onyx, and she has a massive defense of 46, only level 12, but I'm going to start switch training her once we get Gary evolved up, and she has Tackle and Screech. So we have some trainers to get through here on this route, and as I said, it's feeling like a good day, and I'll talk about that in just a second. Hi, my boy! Friend is cool! There was a space between boy and friend if you didn't notice. Anyway. So the past couple days, I don't know, things just feel like they've been working, and they're just so much more, in a way, I guess, like, uplifting and stuff. Gary, you can't touch this thing. Plus, this thing I don't think can touch Buster. Although, it should only have something like Scratch and Absorb at this point. Can Guar handle a Scratch? I hope so, because we can just low-kick this. But anyway, I guess before the past couple days, I was saying, wow, that actually hurt quite a bit. Do we have a potion? Yeah, I was saying things were not working that well, luck-wise, in the world of Pokemon for me, but things seem to have been picking up quite a bit. Like, let me think here. Well, when I recorded the Pokemon TCG video for yesterday, it was, everything worked out pretty well. The strategy paid off pretty good, even though I kind of messed up some of the plays here and there, but I felt good about that. A lot of times I will admit that I have to record several matches to get a decent match that shows off the strategy that I'm trying to show off, but... Hi, there's another Dragonite. What did you have? We should just have Thunder Wave Wrap and... is it Leer? I'm gonna go into Buster. It's gonna be our Dragon Buster here. But anyway, yeah, so I usually record several matches. Now, I kind of didn't have a lot of time to record that video, so it just worked out really well that the first match, the strategy paid off just perfectly as it was. Ha! No effect. I can still attack. Now, wait a minute. I want to see. I've just attacked. Am I still wrapped? No, it must have just missed. Okay. So I was wondering, if my ghost type gets wrapped, as we've seen before, it actually does affect me. But do I still get to attack? See, it doesn't affect. Yeah, look, that's weird. I still can't do anything. I don't understand wrap in this game. Gen 1 is wacky stuff. Anyway, so the strategy worked out pretty well. And I have already prepared my next deck for Pokemon TCG Online, and I really like the way that deck is working. You'll see it at some point. I'm going to be doing some recordings, of course, with it. And, I don't know, so as far as Pokemon TCG goes, I feel pretty good. Even though I did, was it 3 mulligans on the last video? Guar leveled up. Very cool. I'm in a slump. That's unfortunate, but that's not my problem. I wish my guy was as good as you. Thank you. Gary's almost level 20. I'm off to see a Pokemon collector at the Cape. So am I, but I'm here to kick all yours buttses before I get up there. And so if you guys follow me on Twitter, you'll see that a little while ago I had a bit of a, I wouldn't say blow up, but a bit of a different opinion of Pokemon Go. Now, I've probably mentioned this in other videos, but just to give you a brief little recap, it was kind of like a lot of negative stuff was happening in Pokemon Go, and it's just one of those things where I had to stop and think to myself, is this, you know, is this really good use of my time? Because I was out walking around, the game was glitching, I was getting kicked out of gyms and stuff like that, and things just were like breaking out non-stop with the Pokeballs, running away, and I was standing there thinking, I could be home recording videos for you folks out there, you know? This is not really the best use of my time if the game's going to be glitchy like this. Hi, Blastoise! I'm going to stay in. We're going to Karate Chop you. You got some good defense, but I got critical Karate Chops. That wasn't even as much as I wanted to do. But I think we're okay. But anyway, so at that point I was kind of on the... kind of just considering I don't even know if I should be playing Pokemon Go anymore, because it's just... I will say... Team Valor owns the city. I've said this before, too. And I don't want to sound like I'm nitpicking and choosing particular teams to, like, not be super, you know... What would you call it? Super against, I guess. Super opposition, you two. I'm gonna go to Buster. We can Paralyze Heal. But anyway, I've got to a point in Pokemon Go where I'm still playing it, you know, and... I realized I'm using it as a means to get me out walking around, and... I said before, I'm using a Pokemon, or not a Pokemon Go app, I'm using an app that, I'm gonna confuse you, that raises money for my local Animal Rescue League, SPCA, while I'm out walking around. It helps try to get them some money every month. So, I kind of thought, if I don't have Pokemon Go encouraging me to walk further than I normally do from point A to point B, am I even gonna be doing as much walking? So I kind of thought, you know, I'm still gonna keep doing it. And since then, things have actually gotten pretty good in there. Now, I am basically just targeting down Team Valor gyms when I find them, because in my area, both Team Valor, or no, sorry, Team Mystic and Team Instinct, we seem to have, like, very minimal representation. It's pretty rare times when I get around and I see a yellow gym or a blue gym. It's mostly all red gyms. So, just to sort of help even things out a little bit in my own small way, whenever I see a blue gym, I try to avoid it. I'm not going to touch them. They've earned their spot, and I'm going to let them have their time for a bit. If I see yellow gym, of course, that's my first goal. I'm going to put a Pokemon in, boost the prestige, stuff like that. But if I see a red gym, that's the one that I'll take down, even if it means going for a level 7 red gym as opposed to a level 2 blue gym. Because the blue gym, they need a break, you know? So that's my goal right now in Pokemon Go. Try to take down the red team as much as I can. You got me! And not for any, like, really vindictive way, it's just, like, try to even the playing field a little bit. The collector has many rare kinds of Pokemon. I've got a couple myself, so we're gonna lure this guy out, because there's an item behind him. I'm a cool guy, I've got a girl! Friend! Aw, I'm his friend. He's got a girl, and he's telling me, his friend, that he has a girl. How nice. Let's bust him up. You've got yourself a Cloyster. We've dealt with this thing before. Blaze can take you down. And I think we're gonna do just that. We are 10 levels above. You could hit me with your Clamp. You can try Supersonic. I think Ember, maybe not a one-hit KO, but it could be. Your special's not super amazing. Okay. But we get the burn! We're lucky with the burns. And as far as Pokemon Go goes, I'm still, of course, doing that. I've currently got 150-some Pokeballs, plus like 50 of each of the main berries. I don't use the Nana berries. You know, the only time I use them is when I need space in my bag, and I just have to get rid of something, so I'm just throwing those at all the Pokemon. But I got a lot of Pokeballs, a lot of berries to catch things, and I'm slowly building up coins to add more storage space, because I need 200 coins to get 50 more storage space in my Pokemon. Aw, darn! Because I'm kind of maxed out on Pokemon right now. Oh well, my girl will cheer me up. So whenever I see the word girl, I gotta put a pause there. Alright, is this normally a TM? It is. TM14. Huh. I don't recall offhand what that one is. I don't think it's Blizzard. It's not Ice Beam. It is Blizzard, okay. Who can learn Blizzard? Jiggles can learn Blizzard, but your special's not super crazy amazing, so we'll hang on to that for the time being. And I believe there should just be one last trainer? No, there's 2 more trainers. Alright, we're almost here. I knew I had to fight you! You're a psychic. So I was talking a little bit about how technically the next town we should be going to is Vermilion City, but there is the option for Saffron City, because the good, glorious powers that be graced us with a fresh water. I think it was just outside Mount Moon. Maybe it was inside Mount Moon, but we have a freshwater, which means we can sort of sequence break the game. And this leads to a question I want to pose to you folks out there. You know how there's always been that myth, that rumor about the moving truck on the port of the near the SS Anne in Vermilion City? What I can do with this fresh water, I don't need cut to get through the next section of the game, because I can circumvent that by going into Saffron City once I give the guards the fresh water, and I can then access a lot of other sections. Now, I was thinking about it in my head. I have to do the Team Rocket stuff in Celadon City to get the Sylph Scope, and then go to Pokemon Tower, save Mr. Fuji, get the Poke Flute, and then I can go past the Snorlaxes and go down to Fuchsia City. Hello, Gengar. Let's be doing some switching, how about that? Let's go to Blaze. So I can do all the circumventing and stuff. I can essentially go and get Surf before taking on... Well, technically before going and getting the Cut HM. How did I miss? Before getting the Cut HM from the captain of the SS Anne, because that's when the SS Anne does leave, once you get the Cut HM from the captain. Which means I can no longer access that part of the city, and I can't just surf over to the section where the truck is. I've never checked out the truck before. I'm wondering, should I do it? Because I have the option right now to sequence break. So, let me know what you think about that. Do you want me to wait? Of course you're going to lick now, Gengar. Do you want me to wait and do the SS Anne, or at least talk to the captain, after we get the after we get Surf? Because what we have to do, I got to get Surf from the Safari Zone. I have to also beat Koga, because I believe it's his badge that lets you surf. That's when I can come back, get the HM for Cut, then we start accessing certain things we couldn't access before. So, I don't know. Just let me know what you think about that. Because I can do some sequence breaking I've never really done before. I knew I'd lose, too! At least you know everything. If your Pokemon gets confused or falls asleep, switch it. Interesting he says that, having randomized to a Ghastly. Okay, last trainer. My friend has a cute Pokemon. I'm so jealous! Alright, let's see what she has. Does she have the cutest Pokemon in history? Is it a Jigglypuff? Is it an Igglybuff? Is it a Gigglyfluff? Is it a Drowsy? Not what I would call cute. I mean... No, not what I would call cute. Let's go into... I think I'd like to be safe, and I haven't healed up. I'm going to go to Blaze, who can handle this quite well. I'm going to have to potion him up. Luckily, this is the last trainer, so I don't need to worry about Disable. Actually, I think I just stay in just a Scratch. I don't need to heal just yet. What? I missed an Ember. I missed a Scratch. Both of those are fully accurate. Critical hit. I'll take that. But, what is it? A 1 in 250 some chance, I think? Like, what is it? 0.8% chance of missing a full accurate attack. And I got 2 of them back to back, basically. Oh well. You're darn right you're not hitting Supersonic if I'm going to miss a Scratch attack. So, last trainer. Then we'll talk to Bill. And see what I want to do here. Hi, Pinsir! Where are you at? I'd like to add a Pinsir to the collection. That'd be kind of cool. I've never used a Pinsir. Critical Ember. Ow, I'm sorry. That was a bit excessive, but I'll take that level. Thank you very much. No new attack just yet, though. I'm not so jealous. You have a cute Pinsir. You shouldn't be jealous. You came from Mount Moon? May I have a Clefairy? I didn't even see a Clefairy. They don't exist in that Mount Moon. Sea Cottage. Bill lives here! Sweet. That's what I was coming to find. But all I see is this weird Pokemon? What is this? Hiya, I'm a Pokemon. No, I'm not. Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemaniac. Hey, what's with that skeptical look? I'm not joshing you. I screwed up an experiment and got combined with a Pokemon. Which one would that be? So how about it? Help me out here. Yeah, alright. When I'm in the teleporter, go to my PC and run the cell separation system. Get in there, you supposedly Pokemaniac, Bill. I know what's going on. You're like Meowth. You can just speak English words and junk. Alright, let's do the cell separator. That was him going through the tube! That's cool. Alright, and the Pokemon has been reconstituted into a human being. Yeehaw! Thanks, bud. I owe you one. So did you come to see my Pokemon collection? You didn't? I did! But I'll take whatever you're gonna give me. That's a bummer. I've got to thank you. Oh, here, maybe this'll do. Chaz received an SS ticket. Thank you! That cruise ship SSN is in Vermilion City. Its passengers are all trainers. They invited me to their party, but I can't stand fancy dues. Why don't you go, instead of me? Sure. You don't want to do all that fancy junk, but you're going to make me do it? Wait a minute. You notice the back of his area looks kind of weird? I never noticed that before. Look how it's just like it's a flat piece of mountain as I go in now. Almost like they didn't expect you to ever see that, but you would have had to see it to go into his house. I don't know. Let's see what's on his Pokemon list. We see... It is just the Eevee and the Evolutions. Alright, I'm still going to get them to the Pokedex, though. We could get these in the wild. Actually, speaking of wild things like Vaporeon, I did see one in my nearby area in Pokemon Go one night. Of course, I wasn't anywhere, like, I couldn't find it wherever it was, but it wasn't right within walking distance. But it's cool that you can occasionally find wild evolutions. Look, bud, just check out some of my rare Pokemon on my PC. Already done. We're moving on. So, something I was kind of eager to do, once I do give the fresh water to this guard down south of Cerulean City, we could technically access a lot of areas for new encounters. I don't know if I want to rush that, because, like, the main thing I'm thinking of is if I go west from Saffron City, the grass patch between there and Celadon has wild Mew. We've seen that in the Pokedex. But I don't know if I want to rush that, because, like, if the worst comes to pass, and we do lose a Pokemon from our active team before we get to there, and if Mew is our first encounter, then we're going to immediately add Mew into our team, right? So, given the fact that we have a full team right now as it is, I kind of don't want to jump the gun. I just want to maybe... Well, I do want to give the fresh water to the guard just to access the different areas. But we will get a new encounter in this episode, because we're going to go deal with the thieves of Team Rocket in the house that Officer Jenny was blocking off. And then, we're going to head down towards where the daycare is. Out of the way, sir. And from there, there's some grass patches, or on the way to the daycare, there's some grass patches where you can find a new encounter. That's going to be kind of interesting to see what we get. These poor people here were robbed. We're positive that Team Rocket is behind this terrible deed. Even our police trouble has force with the Rockets. I'm just going to take that mess up that I started with and just roll with it. Team Rocket must be trying to dig their way into no good. Ha ha ha, clever wordplay, except technically she's just telling you that they're going to use dig. Those miserable Rockets! Look what they did here! They stole a TM for teaching Pokemon how to dig holes! That cost me a bundle, it did. Now, the way he says that, look what they did here. Okay, this mess and everything, he's like, they stole my TM! Is that actually what he's referring to? Also, I didn't notice that this table has a big chunk taken out of it. How does that happen? Anywho... Hey, stay out. It's not your yard. Huh? Me? I'm an innocent bystander. Don't you believe me? Not when you flat out attack me without any sort of feedback on if I do believe you or not. Alright, Rocket, what you got? Normally you have... I don't know. But this time you got the Flareon. So if we didn't see it on the PC, we're seeing it right now. Can Gary handle this? Nope. Let's go into... Guar. He needs a level next. He should be able to handle this. Maybe? All you're gonna do is quick attack. I mean, come on. That did a decent amount. How do you outspeed my Mankey? Of course, it's using quick attack. Karate Chop. Critical... Yes, let's go for one more critical Karate Chop. Flareon goes down. Yes! I was gonna say, watch it not be critical. Down goes the Flareon. Gary hits level 20. Wait for it. It's happening. Bulbasaur! Are there any wild Bulbasaur? We haven't looked at those. I don't think we've seen a Bulbasaur yet. We might have been able to if the lady in Cerulean City would have given it to me, but... Oh well. Boom. Bulbasaur falls. 4 criticals back to back. I love the critical thing in Gen 1 when it works for me. Alright, Rocket is defeated. Stop, I give up. I'll leave quietly. And Gary is evolving into... I was going to say Blastoise. Gyarados! I can't think straight today, I'm just excited. Here we are. We have Gyarados now on the team. And he learned Bite. So we can teach him some decent moves, too. Okay, I'll return the TM I stole. Do I want to give him Bubble Beam? Because, like, once we get Surf, I'll just be replacing Bubble Beam, I guess. I better get moving. Bye. So, we can teach Dig to somebody, too. Can anyone in the team even learn that? Guar, Blaze, and Medusa. I might want to give it to Medusa. I'm still going to wait. I probably should be using the TMs as I get them. You know what? Forget it. She got Dig. Now, is there anyone else I can teach TMs to? What else do I have? I've got Blizzard. It is really accurate in Gen 1. I'm going to say... I'm going to give it to Gary. Why not, right? And what else do we have for TMs currently on our person? We got TM25 for Thunder. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give that to Buster. Buster has Thunder. Alright, he's a Thunder Buster. I don't know if that makes any sense, but he is what he is. Alright, let's just check out Gary here right now. 59 attack. Special's 47, so it's not that... it's 12 points lower than physical, but still, Blizzard's powerful. Look at that. Alright, so now we can do some switch training for Medusa, get her caught up to speed as... Guar still needs a level, then Gary, Jiggles is next, and then Buster, and then Blaze. Alright. And of course, with all this, we are going to start adding, or going, not start adding, excuse me, going to add a new Pokemon to the collection, because we are here on route number 5? Yeah, I think 5, 6, 7, and 8 surround Saffron City, so I believe it's route number 5. Here we find our first encounter, to be added to the PC, because of course our team is currently full, is... I already have a Fire type, but I'll get a Rapidash, level 17. How do we weaken you safely? Well, Gary will resist your Fire type. You don't even have Ember yet, do you? You have, like, Stomp, I think? You got Tail Whip, alright. So, you do not yet resist Blizzard, but I'm going to try for Bite, see if we can't flinch you out. Plus, you already do have a Fire-type attack. Alright, so we are slower, unfortunately. But that was a perfect hit, Gary. Let's go into our items. Let's go for one of our 18 Pokeballs, adding a Rapidash to our collection. First ball, yes, excellent. I want to add more encounters now. Anyway, new Pokedex data for Rapidash. Rapidash, the Fire Horse Pokemon, just loves to run. If it sees something faster than itself, it will give chase at top speed. Let's give a nickname. I'm going to nickname it after the Rapidash I have in Pokemon Go. And I hit the wrong button. Fortunately, the name raider is... Where's the name raider at? In... What's the name of the town? Lavender Town. So what else could we have found here? Now, I will just let you know the name was going to be Wildfire. We see another Execute, which we didn't get to catch last time. Only level 7. Yeah, we're not really going to do as much damage to you. We're just going to run from here. But yeah, it's going to be Wildfire, spelled W-Y-L-D-F-I-R-E. Not only referring to the fact, well, it's like, you know, a wild Pokemon, but in reference to the band known as the Wild Stallions. Now, if you know who the band members of the Wild Stallions are, leave a comment down below. Alright, so I think... How much can we do with our Dig Attack? I believe it's 100 power in this generation. Not bad. Let's go for one more. What's this Ember gonna do to us? I know our special's not great, but we resist it. Look at that! Nothing! Level 15 Rapidash. This is a good place to train Medusa up. Gonna gain a level for this, Medusa? Come on, you got this, girl. Ah, oh well. Let's just continue onward. Now, I could leave someone here in the daycare, but I like to get my levels from training, so we're going to skip on past here. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to give this guard the water. Whoa, boy, I'm parched. Huh? I can have this drink? Gee, thanks! I've now just sequence broke the whole game. I can access anything I want. Well, not anything, but a lot more stuff than I should be able to access right now. If you want to go to Saffron City, you can go on through. I'll share this with the other guards. Now, I'm going to go here into the underground path because there's a lot of hidden items, and I could find some rare special things. Underground path from Cerulean to Vermilion. Now, this girl here wants to do a trade, I believe. Hi, do you have Rattata? All she wants is a Rattata. So, she's probably offering like a Weedle or a Pidgey or something in exchange. Want to trade for my Krabby? Well, I don't have Rattata. I was hoping for a crazy wild trade. What if she offered a Mewtwo? That would be pretty awesome. Alright, so bear with me as I search every single tile here, because I forget where exactly the hidden items are. Just one sec, I want to make sure I hit every single spot, leave no stone unturned, as I search every last area for hidden items. You never know, I already found one Master Ball. I could find some more. But I think once we're done with this searching here in the underground path, that's going to end off the episode, because we're pretty much at time. So, I think I will hold off on doing the other encounters. Like I said, I want to wait until I have... basically space on the team, if necessary. But let me know what you think about the idea of doing the sequence breaking, because once I do everything in Vermilion City other than getting the cut HM, I can ignore the rest of the SS and I can go and fight, or I can't fight Lieutenant Surge, but as soon as I get cut, I can, but also when I get Surf, I can too, because you can just surf around the bush that you normally have to cut through to get to his place. I think they changed that in Gold and Silver, didn't they? Super Potion. I believe they did, because... Why did they... Oh, there's like a fence, I think, where you can't just surf to his area. You have to cut through. They probably should have thought to do that in this generation, too, but maybe... This was their first game. They probably didn't have sequence breaking in mind when they decided to put this game together. And, you know, there's people out there... Not saying this is like a bad thing, but there's people out there that will do what they can to try to break the game just for the sake of seeing what can we do that we weren't intended to do. And it's kind of fun when things like that happen. I believe it's in Metroid Zero Mission, or no, Metroid Fusion. My friend Evan had told me that there's a secret area where you have to do a very specific sequence of shine sparking, and then you get to an area where apparently two of the characters in the game are talking about Samus, like behind her back, saying how like she's accessed an area that she should not have gotten to or something like that. So it's kind of cool when games understand there's sequence breaking available and the programmers put in a specific thing about that. Like for example, what if we do sequence break, go to the truck on the pier of Vermilion City and find out there's something there that we're not supposed to get. People often lose things in the underground path. I got both of them, Super Potion and Elixir. But outside here, I want another encounter. I'm going for it. Alright, route number 6. Wild encounter. I don't have a Tauros yet. I haven't even... I've seen you in battle. I'm gonna go for Dig. All you can do is tackle me. Look how little that does. Now, our Dig shouldn't do a lot back to you. We did super effective on the Rapidash, so that did about half. Yeah, that hardly does a thing. I'm gonna switch. Let's go to good old Buster. I can easily Nightshade you. You're not gonna be able to touch us, fortunately. Gotta love that weird programming of Gen 2, or Gen 1. Nightshade. This won't knock you out. You gotta have more than 23 HP at this point. Yeah, that's about all we can do. I could sing you to sleep with Jiggles. Let's do that, because I don't think that's really low enough HP to get the capture just yet, so... Let's see if we can end off this episode with one last catch. Alright, let's go for Sing. All you have is Tackle. Alright, do we get the capture on the first Pokeball again? This is cool. I like how we've just opened up new areas in the game that we're not supposed to be at yet. Yes, I'm a sequence breaker finally. I've never done this before. Come on, man. Stay in the ball. Stay asleep, though. That's good, though. Alright. Pokeball. One of these has to work eventually. Wasn't that one. I remember Bullwinkle was so easy to catch in the Safari Zone back in Pokemon Blue. I think it was the first ball that I threw. First Tauros I encountered, too. Why can't you be like that Bullwinkle? Because, of course, if we make this capture, this is going to be our sort of what-if Bullwinkle. You know, what if this was the adventure that I went on initially. Come on! Is there anything we can lightly tap you with? Probably not. I think, well, Medusa could tackle you. Here's what's going to happen. If it wakes up, I'm going to switch back to Medusa. Well, I'm going to sing it to sleep first, and then switch back to Medusa. Go for some nice light tackles. Because it does not want to stay in this Pokeball. Look how long sleep lasts for in Gen 1 also. Alright, come on. We got 10 balls left after this. What is your catch rate? It's insane is whatever it is. Go to sleep. I'm not losing a Pokemon to this wild encounter. Thank you. Alright, so let's go back into Medusa. Soften it up a little bit. I could use that Super Potion I picked up in the underground path to heal back Jiggles if necessary. But as long as you stay asleep, we're okay. Now, I think a Dig Attack wouldn't knock you out, but I'm still going to be safe. I'm going to go for Tackle. And it wakes up. I'll keep tapping you down to the red. One more Tackle, you will survive. Even a critical you should handle at that point. And we handled your critical quite nicely. So I'm going to Potion, just to be safe right now, get Medusa healed up. How about this? I'm using a level 12 to capture a level 15. I kind of like that. Alright, stop with your criticals, although, keep it up, because if we can add you to the team, I would love your critical hit ratio on my side. It's about as weak as we can get you. Alright, we're gonna go for Super Potion on Jiggles, gotta bring him back in and go for the Sing Attack once more. Once we get Hypnosis on Buster, that'll be helpful too, because he could come in, be immune to all these normal type hits, and then just go for Hypnosis, which I think is it 60% accurate, or 65, something like that? I think it's more accurate than Sing. Still not fully accurate by any means, but it lands more often than Sing does, at least. As we dodge a tackle, we land a Sing. This is taking way longer than I thought. We're over time. Come on, Tauros, you gotta stay in this next ball. It's your only option. You must join the team. That's right. Yes! Bullwinkle is now added to our randomized team selection. Tauros, the wild bull Pokemon. A rowdy Pokemon with a lot of stamina. Once running, it won't stop until it hits something. So, it and Wildfire seem to be kind of in, competition for speed there. Alright, so let's not hit the wrong button. Let's go for a Bullwinkle. Whoops, that's the wrong button. But at least it wasn't the start button. Bullwinkle the Tauros. Sent to the PC, of course. Alright, with that, it's now well over time to save the game and end it off here. I want to say thanks for watching today's episode, everybody. Feel free to drop a like down below if you enjoyed the episode, and leave a comment letting me know what do you think about the idea of doing the sequence breaking, going for Surf before we go onto the SS and get cut, and checking out that truck now that we have access to do so. But also leave a comment letting me know what you're looking forward to in the future of this randomized Nuzlocke playthrough of Pokemon Yellow. And if you want to watch some of the other videos in the series, there's a link in the description to the full playlist, as always. Plus, if you want to see some more videos that I have done, there are some links during the outro, other videos you can click on, and you can click on my face to subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed for more, usually, daily Pokemon content here on the Professor Chaz channel. With all that, we are now done. I want to say thanks for watching once again. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I will catch you next time.